Hello, everyone, and welcome. You can sense it through the pageantry, the tradition, the electricity that permeates this place as we get set for a terrific game. Kickoff team lining up to send this one away. On the run from inside his own 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. And now we'll get a look at this offense for the first time today. There are always butterflies to start a game, but when you have a rivalry like this, the adrenaline is pumping on overdrive, guys.
They aren't all the same. We say that, but we know differently. The blood is boiling. The temperature is hot. Jesse, you want this week more than most.
Yeah, David, we played it.
And that pass is intercepted. That is what we call in the industry a rather inauspicious start.
No doubt, Reese. And just the quarterback and his receiver not on the same page on that throw. You're trying to come out in the game. You're trying to set the tone. That is not how this offense envisioned this game opening up.
The offense set for a first down play. The give to the running back from the shotgun.
All right, well, the offense here, they're trying to get this run game established. They obviously don't break off a long run there, but they're just trying to find their footing at this point.
He's looking for an open man on second down. And his throw is incomplete. I know you want to prepare for every game the same way, but there's just something different about rivalry games, Jesse.
It's because, Reese, I think players are aware that games like this define your legacy as a player. Your record in rivalry games is something that people are going to talk about for years and years down the road. You have got to show up and play your best football in games like this.
Looking to go up top on first down. And this sophomore able to wreak some havoc and get the sack.
All right, now, if you're the quarterback, you got to know in this game, you better be ready every snap. You better know where the pressure is coming from because this defense is going to bring it from all over the place.
Second down now after the sack. Motion from the offense. Off play action. And he feels the heat coming and it burns him up. Another sack.
When it's a play-action pass, that quarterback, he really has to sell the fake. He can't tell his offensive lineman's getting beat right away while he's selling the fake. He had no shot.
And whatever they did on first and second down, don't do that anymore. Third and very long coming up. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. Grabbed in the middle, it's Hicks. And sure, tackling there to keep him from getting to the first down marker. They bring the punter onto the field now. First punt of the day, and he'd love to lock him up close to their goal line. And it looks as if there will be no return here as the punt goes out of bounds. So, guys, we'll see this offense again. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Fires to the wideout. How about getting the foot down on that throw for the big completion?
And I love the awareness by the wide receiver on that play because I'm not sure that route was supposed to be that deep. You got to wonder if the receiver decided maybe to adjust the route a little bit to make sure that he got the first down.
And he was just a couple of steps away from taking that one even further after the catch. They'll put it in play from the 27, first down. Trying play action. Looking to scramble. He's going to take off. Got some room, headed to the goal line. And he barrels into the end zone for a touchdown.
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They're going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
play the analytics here, and you go for 2. Dropping back, it's Raymond. Feeling some heat. Into the end zone for the 2, and they push that lead out to 8. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And he capped it off with a 27-yard touchdown run. Line gets set, first down. They're going to throw it to start the drive. Nice catch along the sideline and great effort to stay in bounds. And this junior loves to show off that big arm. Linebackers moving, trying to confuse the quarterback. Fires to the big fella. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
That was a nice catch right near the line of scrimmage. Man, you want to get some yak after the catch and try to make a play, but that defense was right on him, got him on the ground too quick.
And oh, he was off to the races after the catch, and they finally drag him down.
Nice job by the running back, catching the football and understanding where the first down marker was. I got to go get that first down. He did a nice job of it.
Encroachment, defense.
Defense couldn't quite hold its water, and it'll be 5 free yards for the O. A first down for the offense. Leaves it with the back. A knocking down at the 40. It's a pickup of 5, and that will be enough for a first down. They want to get this defense on its heels. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Good job to toss that ball out of bounds and avoid the loss. No gain on first down after the incompletion. Now 2nd and 10 from the 40. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. Immediately fires to the middle. And he won't quite get there, but boy, after that pickup, just a few inches to go for the first. An array of possibilities here. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. He makes the connection. They've got it just outside the red zone. They'll move the chains. It's at the 21. He might have expected to see this DB up in his receiver's kitchen. Instead, nice little zone, and they pick up the first.
Man, offenses are getting so good, Reese, at seeing the holes in the zone, knowing you're in zone, knowing where to sit down, how to make it an easy pitch and catch for the quarterback, and that's what it was on 3rd and short.
Out of the gun, the running back has it. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. They'd love to pick up this 3rd down and get a fresh set with 1st and goal. Wants to throw on 3rd down. He's got it and still on his feet. Defense makes a stop, but the chains move, and it's 1st and goal from the 8. He's got it on the run. That completion will take it close to the 5-yard line. They'll mark it at the 6. He'll do it himself. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. It's still 3rd and goal. From the gun, wants to pass. And he wanted to get the score right there, but it falls incomplete. And on 4th down, here comes the field goal unit. And he'll boot one from the right hash. He ought to be able to navigate that angle from this distance. He got it. They'll kick it away after putting up a field goal on that last drive. He'll start the return inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. They'd love to put a long drive together here as they start from their own 21. Going up top on 1st down. Got his man downfield. And they'll finally catch up to him, but not before a big chunk of yardage is picked up. Big play out of the gate to start this drive, and here they come again. To the air, it's Raymond. Makes the grab on the left. We had a barn burner the last time these two teams played, and no reason to expect anything else between these two bitter rivals.
Attention to detail, and I think the sense of urgency, David, in a game like this just goes way up.
And I think managing the emotions in these type of games, you know last year was a classic. Now you're trying to form this year's identity of this team and go out and get a win in a big-time rivalry game.
Offense set on first down. Use the play fake, now to throw. And here's a fumble way behind the line. And the defense got it. Flying down the left side. He's at the 10. Touchdown. You know, the defense is all about stopping teams, but when you have a chance to swing momentum, scoop it and score yourself, it is such a huge play.
Man, you just go to the offense like, bro, we don't need you. We got this. We'll score ourselves if we have to. Great job by the defense, doing what they need to do, and then go talk a little trash to the offense.
Lining up to add another. And with the extra point, they have a 2-point lead. They've switched into the field, and we're ready to get things started here in the second. The kickoff team out there getting set. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. They'll start the drive here with first down to open this period. Motion trying to get the defense to show its hand. They're trying to get to it. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. After the quarterback and receiver failed to hook up, they'll try it again on second down. Looking downfield, it's Raymond. It's complete to the right. Really important for a ranked team going into a hostile environment like this one, not to give the underdog reason to believe.
Yes, reason to believe, and don't give the fans reason to get jacked up and excited. Come out early, be in a business mode mindset.
You got to start fast. You got to have a sense of urgency. You cannot come sleepwalking into an environment like this, because if you do and you make some mistakes, this crowd will pounce on you and seize momentum.
They'll snap it from the 36. They've got a first down. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Got his man to the left. He's run out of bounds, but not before turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down. Fresh set of downs after the completion. Give to the back. What a nifty run there to pick up the first down.
All right, well, look, I know the defense was feeling real good about their run D coming into this one and how they've been playing up to this point, but finally, David, the offense breaks through and they finally generate something positive on the ground.
And I can't tell you how easy it is. When you're going to throw the ball consistently, and I know it, I'm going to pin my ears back, and I'm going to get to the quarterback. It makes life really easy on the defensive line. But when you can have balance, now the defense doesn't know what's coming. They need more of this if they're going to be successful on offense.
Wants to throw on second down. Pass on the way. It's picked off. And he's brought down, and this defense gets the ball back for its own. Here comes the offense on first down. Quarterback on the keeper. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11.
Well, they were trying to set up the option, but the quarterback had no chance. Did you see the defensive tackle penetrate? What a great first step. He shot right through the offensive line and got the TFL.
They make the stop right there. Good pickup. It's still short of the first down. He'll throw on third down. Going to try to pop one on the screen. And he'll be marked down, but he's got enough to move the chains. That completion delivers a first down.
Well, offensive coordinators put in countless hours every week trying to formate and use different personnel groupings and shifts and motions to give their offense a success on third down. You can tell in this game, this offensive coordinator, he has put in the work this week.
Stopped him at the 41, but that's a big pickup of 15.
All right, defense, it ain't working. We're stringing together several first downs here. We're going to need to change this up, find something we can disrupt.
Fires into traffic, picked off. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
Well, the defense comes away with the pick there with their nickel personnel. I think moving forward, if you're on offense, when you see that personnel on the field, you want to run the ball against it because you got smaller guys out there. Or if you're going to throw, think about quick screens outside when you have tight ends flexed on the perimeter, bigger bodies blocking smaller guys.
They've got it down to the 32. First and 10 coming. Looking for the end zone. And that one's incomplete. Worth taking a shot there, but couldn't hook up. Line getting set on second down. They'll throw again after the incompletion. Quickly out to the tight end. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense.
And that's why QBs love their tight ends so much, right? Especially when they're athletic, because they make short throws turn into long gains. Because of his ability after the catch, it's so unique and special. He is dominant in this offense.
First down, you know you always want to establish the running game. How about this offense? Nothing fancy. Run the football, be physical, get a big gain.
Sprints into the end zone for a touchdown.
And the running back gets his second rushing touchdown of the game. You want to continue to feed this guy. You can tell he's got a nose for the end zone, knows how to get in there, knows how to make things happen.
They want to see if they can score the deuce. Back to throw, it's Raymond. Got his man down the middle. And he's able to shed one tackle, but still just a very short gain. Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. He thought about bringing that out for a half second, but he'll take a knee and they'll bring it to the 25. All right, guys, so here's the offense back on the field again. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. And the ball is intercepted. Looking for more room. Touchdown! The DB saw it. He thought, don't drop it, don't drop it. Then thought, don't get caught, don't get caught. And he didn't. The pick six.
Hey, these guys can play offense too now. Look at this. I show you I can be a wide receiver. Coach might split him out at wide receiver next week after making that big play. But defense, great job making the interception. And you're right, doing something with it. Don't just slide down. Don't be content. Take that thing all the way back.
And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. Notre Dame is just getting blown off the field right now. I know a lot of people either love or hate the Golden Domers, but anyone would agree this is tough to watch. They're trailing by 17 to Buffalo. We'll circle back if anything big happens in this college football matchup.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9.
All season long, we've been watching this defense dominate against the run. They're the #1 rush defense in the entire country. With a big lead in this game, you cannot run the ball and expect to win and get back in it.
They're trying to slow that rush down with the draw. Really nice run. Rips off 6 on the play, but it brings up a 4th and 2. The punt team makes its way onto the field. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Fair catch, called for and made. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. Fire into the right, complete. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and they will try to build on what has already been a dominant first-half performance. It'll be a 1st and 10 from the 29. Throws to the wideout. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. Second down coming. After the misfire, it's 2nd and 10. Back to throw, it's Raymond. Finds his tight end. And that is good versatility there, and a big hit from the backer in pass coverage. Line is set on 3rd down. Looking to throw for it. And it's picked off again. His night vision hasn't been on par. Going the other way, and he's got room. And he's into the end zone for a touchdown.
Really nice drive by this offense. This is a top 10 defense. This is a challenge. They're going to make everything difficult. So when you can make some plays against this defense, you got to absolutely take advantage, create some momentum for your squad. Nice drive by this offense.
And they tack on the extra point to cut the lead to 21-17. They're lining up to kick it off after the pick six, and that defense will come out feeling it. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. They'll throw it on first down. Pressure coming. And this sophomore able to wreak some havoc and get the sack.
I love the defensive effort there. They didn't get him right away. They stayed after him. He was scrambling, going backwards. They get the sack on the first play of the drive.
Buying some time. Wide open downfield. A huge gain on that one before he ran out of bounds, and he has the first down.
Well, it didn't take long for this guy to leave his impact in the game, guys. With that catch, this guy's already over 100 yards in the game, and we're not even done the first half.
All kinds of room to throw that one in there. And this defense is a half a beat behind. They just can't quite keep up. They've got it down to the 21. The magic bean is spinning out of control. Already over 200 yards in the first half.
Yeah, they're being a...
What a job to lay out and make the catch. The clock will stop with this timeout from the offense. They'll get a chance to regroup on the sideline. Wide out in motion. To the air, it's Raymond. He makes a grab. He thought he might turn that into a score, but the defense able to wrestle him down short. They'll stop him at the 3. On second down, wants to throw it. Quarterback on the move, still looking. Keep it on the ground, and he's in for the touchdown.
Man, oh man, what a day. His 3rd touchdown rushing, showing you he's got a little bit of everything. And padding those stats, and all you fantasy football guys, if you have my man at running back, that's a good day.
On to attempt the try. And the extra point is good, and they have an 11-point lead. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays and closed the deal with a 3-yard touchdown run. They're lining up to boot it away. And they desperately wanted to attempt a return, but decided not to. Instead, they'll take the touchback. This late in the half, here's the question. How aggressive will the play calling be? Really nice stop there from this senior leader. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
Fellas, what an environment there today. All the animosity and flat-out hatred that comes with a good old-fashioned rivalry game on display in that first half. And it'd be easy to say these two offenses are glad we've hit halftime based on their respective performances. It would also be accurate. Turnovers and sacks have told the story so far. And you gotta believe the play calling has been the issue, right? Time to shred those game plans and just get back to basics. With that, let's throw it back to the guys to see how this rivalry matchup plays out.
We're ready to get it started here in the second half. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. And let's see what kind of ball plays this offense has ready. Going to the run to start this second half. At the 35, he's open. Oh, look out, there he goes. Just gashing this defense, a big gainer to the 40-yard line.
Yeah, defensively, you better be ready to run east and west when you're playing against this offense in their running game. That time, the offense was able to outflank the defense to the right side for a big play.
Comes out throwing on first down. Excellent coverage and good use of the hands to knock it away. No gain on first down after the incompletion. Now 2nd and 10 from the 40. He's looking to throw. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. Boy, guys, they got off to a great start with that big first play on this drive, but now a couple of incompletions leaves them in a hole. A strike downfield. And he almost ran away from everybody on that one. A huge pickup on that play. It's first down from the 11. Looking to throw it again. Got it! Into the end zone for a touchdown. Sometimes we ask coaches about halftime adjustments, and they go blah, 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 blah. And then sometimes they make some good ones.
Sometimes that blah, 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 blah actually works, but it's working now. But it might be too little too late, but at least you got the party started.
I'll try to power it in. He's in there for the 2-point conversion, and now they're within a field goal. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. On the move from inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. And now the offense will come onto the field again. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Quarterback now on the run, still looking. Fires to the tight end. Now they've got a little room to work with. They're out to the 28 with a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. To the air, it's Raymond. Using the quick game. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line. They are dialed in on this drive. A couple of chunk plays, and now they'll snap it on first down. He looks that one in nicely.
Well, the defense playing zone coverage there. They're taking away all of the QB's primary options down the field, so he has to check it down to the drag running underneath.
The lone back's got it. And he's knocked down, but not before moving the chains.
And, you know, big chunks like this don't happen unless you commit to the run game. You got to get those big boys up front into the game, understanding I want to knock people off the football, create some holes like you do here from our running back, make the game easy.
That is exactly what you're looking for when you talk explosive plays. The defense finally able to make the stop. The sweet feet keeping the play alive. Snagged in the end zone. Velcro on the hands, and it's a touchdown.
Hey, when everything else is covered, sometimes you just got to look to the big fella. I mean, it might not be the right matchup, but I got the size. I can throw it to him, and he rewards you with the score.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And with the extra point, they're now up by a touchdown and a field goal at 10. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Guys, two very different emotions inside the locker rooms of those top 15 teams who did battle today. North Carolina went on the road and just dominated, and that's one way to grab attention on a national level. Make a statement in someone else's building and prove you're legit. And did the Tar Heels ever do that? Iron sharpens iron, and you just know a top 15 matchup like this is going to go a long way in telling the story of each of these teams' seasons.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. And this offense is desperate to keep this drive alive, trailing by multiple possessions, and it's getting late. On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. And he's picked off again. His night vision hasn't been up to speed. His 3rd interception. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
Turnover margin always goes such a long way in deciding who wins the football game. Interception number 3, that is no bueno. Got to take care of the football. Can't keep getting your defense in a bad position, putting them on the field time and time again.
Boy, this freshman quarterback has a hose. Did he zing that thing in there? Now on 1st down from the 28. They're bringing heat. This time they were able to keep him in check and stop him short of that 1st down. Now on 2nd down. Now the play fake. Just a short pass to the tight end. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a 1st down. Now lining up to snap it in the red zone.
Get set, get set.
They'll throw it on 1st down. Headed to the end zone. And he'll take it in for a touchdown. They've got the lead and trying to put this one in a hammerlock here in Week 10.
Have yourself a day, young fella. You know why they handed him the ball a lot? Because he did that. That's his 4th trip to pay dirt. This dude has shown you a little bit of everything. What a great back. And 4 touchdowns on the day.
Getting set for the point after. And with the extra point, they now have a 3-possession lead at 17. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. On 1st down, here comes this offense.
325.
On the run, it's Hicks. Tackle is made at the 28 after a pickup of 3. Got 3 on 1st down at 2nd and 7. He'll keep it himself. And how about that play by that giant, that mountain of a man on the defensive front? Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. He's got an open man. Solid work and execution there. They'll have a 1st down as they mark it at the 40.
There's a reason 3rd down is called the bunny down. What a great find by the quarterback. Great job finding his receiver. At the end of the game, you look at 3rd down percentages.
And man, oh man, he is in the dark tonight. His 4th interception. Got some room to run. He'll go out of bounds, but he gets the ball back, takes it the other way, and he has created a great sudden change opportunity. And they were most fortunate to catch up to him there. He almost turned that into a pick 6.
Man, and he had a convoy, too. As soon as he had the ball, he just looked around him. There was just a lot of open green, and he took off. Great job by his teammates on defense, getting downfield and setting up some blocks.
After getting knocked back, it's 2nd and goal from the 4. Back to throw, it's Raymond. Fires into the end zone. And it's in there for a touchdown. Offense did exactly what it's supposed to do with a start like that one.
When you're set up with that field position, you're thinking touchdowns. You're not thinking field goals. It's exactly what the offense does. It takes advantage of great field position.
Why not double the try total and go for 2? Out of the gun, looking to throw. Makes the grab in the end zone for the 2 as they extend the lead. They wasted no time on that drive. 2 plays, touchdown just like that. The kickoff team on the field as they'll send this one away. And they thought about a return, then thought better of it. They'll bring it out to the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Off play action on first down. Unloads to the wideout. Almost had the completion, just missed it. Last incompletion leaves them still sitting at their own 25 with 2nd and 10. The give from the gun. Got room at the 35. And he almost ran away from everybody on that one. A huge pickup on that play. They used the chunk play to cross midfield, and they've got it 1st and 10 just outside the 40.
Check. Alert.
They're going to ride this running back. There to make the tackle, and with that, we'll head to the 4th quarter. And talk about spreading the ball around. Everyone getting a chance to show off the hands based on the number of targets we've seen. Just about ready to go in the 4th, and we'll see if any drama can be mustered. It's 1st and 10 from the 31.
Spider.
Looking to move it through the air. Receiver wasn't ready for the throw, incomplete.
At this point of the game in the 4th quarter, it is going to be tough for this offense to get some completions here because now, trailing by this much, the defense is expecting pass, and they're putting a whole bunch of extra DBs on the field to help them out in coverage.
The stop is made, but this offense is threatening. 1st and goal from the 9. Defense is backed up. Shadow of the goalpost trying to defend their own end zone. He'll set up to throw. He caught it! And he was pushing for that goal line, but the D stopped him at the 2. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out.
Okay, ready.
They've moved it forward to the 2. Now it's 2nd and goal.
Cobra.
They'll try to slam it in. He's got it down to the 1-yard line right on the doorstep of pay dirt.
And this is the area of the field where it gets really, really tough because the red zone, you know you got to run the football more. Well, this defense is #1 in the nation against the run. So I look for this offense to be more physical, be creative, try to find ways to run the ball against this defense that is so dynamic.
And he won't be able to push his way in. He stopped at the 1.
And how about that? You don't see those, touch passes go for negative yards very often. Usually this is a short flip that counts as a completion that goes a long way, but the defense aggressive. Saw it.
And it'll be a touchdown. A methodical drive that they finish off by tossing it to the tight end.
And the tight end, I'll tell you what, this is a position that's evolved so much, right? And you see him move all over the field. It's kind of like, where is Waldo? You got to find this big fella, especially down in the red zone area. This is the guy they're going to target and make the big play, get the touchdown.
And the extra point was good as they finished the drive. About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. This drive opens up at the 23-yard line. Trying to find his man on first down. Caught over the middle. It's Smith. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains. After moving the sticks with the pass, here we are on first down. Give to the running back. That's what you expect from a senior. Don't give them any extra yards. Great tackle there. After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8.
29.
They'll run play action. Got him downfield. And how about that? What the doctor always ordered, an explosive play to the 40. This offense is like running a perfection drill in practice against air. Chunk play after chunk play, and here they come again. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down. Let's see if they go back to the air on 2nd down. Back to pass, it's Raymond. Throws to the tight end. Got his man downfield. And he's in for the touchdown. They give themselves a little more cushion as they try to reel off their 4th straight win. They've extended this lead, guys, but sometimes in a rivalry game, you get down and you fight back that much harder.
Man, you've seen crazy comebacks and crazy swings of momentum in rivalry games. You just need that first thing to break your way home.
And I think it really comes down to their key playmakers, David. They can come back, but these guys need to take ownership. Now's the time. In this type of game, they have got to step up and start making plays.
They'll try to add another to their lead. The kick is up and good and put one more on the lead. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Boys, if it's happening in college football, we've got eyes on it. Check this out. Notre Dame is getting worked right now in their own dojo. We've seen this team in a lot of big spots over the years, but I can't think of a worse beatdown. They're trailing by 24 to Buffalo. Just another week of college football where we've come to expect the unexpected. Fellas?
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. He wants to throw here on 2nd down. Setting up the screen. Not a whole lot of room there on that screen pass as it just never developed. Ball's at the 29. Defense can taste getting off the field. It's 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. How about that play to get a hand in there and force the incompletion? Down in the 4th quarter, it's too late for empty possessions. They'll go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. And they got him. A sack denies the try to convert on 4th down. Looking for a productive play on 1st down. Looking to pass. It's Raymond. Got his man on the right. They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall. Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the 1st down without getting it into the end zone. Pocket starts to collapse. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. Tight quarters deep in the red zone, but they can pick up a 1st down without scoring. 3rd down. They'll keep it on the ground. The clock is on their side. Couldn't quite nudge it in. Not sure you could get much closer, but it'll be 1st and goal.
Fresh legs, man, and it is showing. Of course, this team had the bye last week, and you're seeing it right now late in the game, running the football, imposing their will against the defense that looks tired. Of course, they had to play last week, and you're seeing that right now.
2nd down here, and maybe they've got time to get one more snap off before the 2-minute warning. They'll leave it with the lone back. He pushes it forward all the way to the 2-yard line. The defense stiffened on the last play. Now it's 3rd and goal again from the 2. Using his legs, keeping his eyes downfield. Fighting for the end zone, and he dropped it. Defense swarming on that loose ball. It'll be a turnover.
Man, it's so hard to keep a rabbit in the cage, that quarterback, right? He's going to scramble around, he's going to make plays, and when he gets outside the pocket, you're just trying to get a hand on him. How about getting a hand on him, forcing the fumble, and recovering it? Great job by the defense continuing to chase that QB.
Get set, get set.
Standing in his own end zone, looking to throw. And the DB making a huge play, knocking it away downfield.
And this defense has put a game together. Like, it is hard to put all the facets of defense together. Run defense, pass defense. They've been so good, man. Dialed in. You could tell they were ready. They were fast. They were physical. They dominated this football game today.
And he got a hand in there, knocks it away, incomplete.
And this is just one of those days, man, where everything has gone wrong, right? Like, they just haven't been in a rhythm. They haven't got it going and never built the momentum. This is one of those days that you learn from, you try to grow from. A lot of things.
The heat got to him, and he just sort of froze and got tackled in the end zone for a safety.
And that kind of sums up the day for this offense. I mean, nothing has really gone your way. Now you give up the safety. Tell you what, this team's got a lot of work to do over this next week to get better, to improve. This was a bad day.
The kickoff team lined up. They'll have to give it back after giving up that safety. On the return, it's Tomlinson.
Ready?
Okay, so here comes the offense returning to the field. Here's the handoff. We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
And I'm a fan of this, man. Run the football, eat the clock. We got the lead. This offense has put together a nice day, man. Like, just balance, rhythm, timing, play calling, everything has worked. That's why they built this lead. They've had a great day today.
3rd and short from the 44, and we might know if they plan to go for it on 4th down by what they call here. They want to run it left here. Still on his feet at the 45. And how much running room have they been able to find just all day? They are piling up unbelievable rushing stats.
Well, as a defense, you know this is going to be a challenge every time you face this offense. They're one of the 25 best in the nation at getting first downs because they can pick them up in a variety of ways, including running the football. You have got to be fit.
It's complete. And they're going to put another one into the end zone as they just keep piling points on the scoreboard.
And you knew this one was over already, but how about an exclamation point to go with it? Another score for this offense. They've had themselves a great day, and the stats just continue to pile up.
Lining up for the PAT. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they finish it up with the final 30 yards coming courtesy of that touchdown pass. First down here for the offense. He's going to pass. He's going up top here late in the game. Can't make the connection. Incomplete pass, and 1 second remains. After this, it'll be a wrap.
Well, this guy must feel like he's run into a buzzsaw in this game. He has been under duress all game long, and that's a big reason why he's thrown multiple interceptions in the game, too. Nothing coming easy to him. It's hard to see the field when your internal clock is going off so fast because of the pressure of this defense, and that's why they find themselves down by so much here in the 4th.
No matter how much college football changes, realignment, all of that kind of stuff, rivalries are consistent, and winning rivalry games, well, that's just the best.
Because they hate each other so much. So you take the field against your rival, and you're able to put forth a performance like that. That is worth its weight in gold, David. Unbelievable effort here by the winning team, and bragging rights now for a while.